Come on. What'd you say, Diddy? You want a piece of Zeus? Come on, man. Let's go. We gonna make it happen. Hey, yo, it's black content, man.
About to put my page on private on the dead homies. I got 24 hours to follow before it's a secret society type thing going on Schoolyard Crib, Blueface home.
It's all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. All lies will be exposed.
See, that's why Diddy jacked your up that day. When we was at the party, he grabbed me by his collar. It was like...
Katt Williams just destroyed whatever was left of Chrisean's already declining career after he exposed her receiving over $50 million to destroy her son's health for clout. It turns out that, as part of her deal with Zeus Network, she had to do things that she knew would cause issues to her unborn son, only to keep the ratings up. And even though this worked for a while, it came at the cost of Junior becoming a special needs kid. And to make matters even worse, she's still not giving him the help he needs. She's jumping from one church to another, hoping that the church can pray his disabilities away. Girl, Chrisean stresses me out. Now, if y'all remember, Chrisean was doing the absolute most when she was pregnant. She was still going to clubs, drinking, and even smoking. And the crazy thing is that even though she was doing all this on camera, her fans tried to gaslight people into thinking that a woman smoking za when she's pregnant is normal, or that the alcohol she was chugging in at the club was really just water. The producers at Zeus weren't necessarily trying to stop her either. They knew people were going to go off in the comments when they saw her doing this, but they still watched her because that meant the show's ratings and engagement would be up. And clearly, none of what she was putting into her body went unnoticed where Junior is concerned. Someone at the hospital Chrisean takes him to for his appointments ended up illegally leaking his test results. And girl, what came out is worse than most people were expecting. Now, for obvious legal reasons, the actual documents can't be shared here, but the details of what those tests showed and what was found in his system at birth are absolutely worth getting into. According to the results, he suffers from fetal alcohol syndrome, blindness, and has a piece of his brain that is not developed. Not only that, but he has allegedly been having withdrawal since birth, and apparently still experiences it to this day.
Sean's son's medical records leaking and everybody seeing and hearing about what's on them does not cancel her. I don't know what else at this point will. Like, somebody needs to get that little boy out of her care and get him out of her care quick. I tried to give Chrisean the benefit of the doubt because, you know, you're not always the best parent. Not everybody is the best parent, but they might be the best parent for that child. No, she's not the best parent at all. Like, seeing what's on these medical records is making me sick. The first one being, like we all assumed, he does suffer from fetal alcohol syndrome. He does suffer from neonatal abstinence syndrome, which basically is drug withdrawal. And from the records, they're saying that it was cocaine. He does also suffer from spasticity, which would explain why he's almost 2 and cannot walk or barely move. If y'all notice, Chrisean always has him either in a stroller or carrying him. It's basically a neurological condition that causes abnormal muscle stiffness or tightness and makes moving pretty hard. He also suffers from seizure disorder. Another big one was CVI, which is cortical visual impairment. And that is basically when a portion of the brain has been damaged, therefore leading to, like, it's basically going to affect how he interprets visual stimulus, like problems with processing, problems with, you know, paying attention, problems with recognition. And based off how we've seen Junior, these all are making sense.
But this isn't even the worst part of it. Even after the damage she caused, she was still not doing right by her son. And as you can already guess at this point, this also brought her a lot of clout. The exact thing she signed up for when she signed with Zeus. These people don't care about her or Junior. They are only concerned with having the highest ratings, and she was willing to give it to them as long as that check cleared. She was still putting him in very crazy situations that only made his condition worse. If y'all remember, her entire Twitch account even got banned last year when she left him locked up in a hot car to go argue with Blueface on the phone. Thankfully, this foolishness was caught on camera, and people wasted no time reporting her.
I'm gonna call you later.
Huh? I'm not busy at all.
Yeah, you're busy, so I'm gonna call you later.
I'm not even busy.
Okay.
Babe,
You're chasing me right now.
I'm not busy at all. I'm not busy. I'm not busy. Thank you.
I don't know.
other people here to deal with this. She lives, so.
Here it goes. Here I come, Papa. Hey, it's okay. No, I'm going to the dentist. Y'all want to come? No, I don't know. Okay. Well, is Jack coming?
Jack's driving.
Y'all act like that. Y'all don't even know what's going on. I'm not putting my child in the camera. Y'all keep saying, attend to my baby. I am attending to my baby. That's weird. It's a different demon. 2, I did not leave my child in no freaking car. He was outside where everybody was standing. It was multiple people sitting around his stroller, waiting for me to get off the phone, because my child father is over here being demonic, don't want to support me, don't want to do nothing, don't want to send me nothing. He talking about sitting in the house because what? I have a great support system. I have help. I have Pastor Mike. I have Tim Bone. I have Arissa. I have a lot of support that's there for my son. I don't have to pay for anything. Diapers, wipes, clothes, you name it. No, I'm not homeless. That's the other thing. Stop.
But here's the shady thing about this entire Chrisean. Despite how obviously dysfunctional she is, and the multiple reports that have been made to CPS about her, not a single thing has been done about it. It's almost as if someone higher up wants her to continue doing what she's doing, so they can spread the agenda that most Black women are loud and dysfunctional. According to Katt Williams, it's all propaganda to tarnish the image of Black women, and unfortunately, it seems to be working very well. This is exactly what they did with Sexy Red. They basically do the widest things and still get rewarded for it. Why? Because it makes it easy to convince the entire world that is how the average Black woman acts, even though Black women are some of the most educated people in America. Katt Williams has been talking about this for years, but no one took it seriously until Williams got involved. People were already side-eyeing Chrisean and her contract with Zeus because of all the shady things about the network's CEO when that whole mess with Diddy came out. Okay, so for y'all who haven't been keeping up, Lemmy and Natalie have been hit with exploitation allegations after several girls from Baddies came forward, claiming they were sent to Dubai to escort. The story going around is that Natalie Nunn is allegedly the one running the whole operation, flying girls out to places like Dubai under the cover of promoting her lash line, while the real agenda is connecting them with wealthy men for a bag.
Knowing that you done made all these accomplishments, and then people do like hop on the internet and say that you're running a prostitution ring.
You know, it's annoying because I'm putting money in people's pockets.
Yeah.
And ultimately, it's not always about money, but it is about like just the simple fact that like I put you on. I gave you some. I fed you a little bit. Okay. And for people to just continue to like try to shoot me down, it's annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what prostitution ring?
Yeah.
That the fact that I run around and there's always gonna be bad bitch with me. Always. It doesn't matter. And I'm not just in the United States. I think that's the whole thing, is that she's always overseas.
It was a Dubai,
London.
Like with my trip with you to Dubai, that was my first trip ever. Like
Out of the country.
She met me in Raleigh.
That was your first time going out the country?
Yes,
Ever. I made her get a passport.
Right, exactly. So it's like she puts us on in different situations. Like when it comes to
The first Baddies cast member to accuse Lemmy of SA was Smiley, who alleged that he made several unwanted advances toward her trying to sleep with her, all of which she shut down. Someone from Zeus wanted me to sleep with them to be in the Caribbean. Lemmy came into my room several times and touched my legs and said, "Relax, Smiley, you will be fine." The first week of being on Baddies, I saw what was happening with Lemmy and some of the cast members, the way he treated them and did things in the back of the houses in the black Sprinter. Some security guards would try to sleep with us late at night. Natalie wanted me to take bumps with her. I told her no, and she said I was boring. "Baby, don't play with me." "Lemuel, you are going to jail for SA. I'd been quiet for too long. Julie, who was never actually on Zeus, also jumped in and reposted receipts from multiple cast members who came forward saying they were pressured into being intimate with Lemuel just to secure a spot on the show. She reposted an IG story of Rolly seemingly bragging about never having to do anything intimate with Lemuel to get cast, and captioned it, "So current Baddies cast members are admitting that girls are forced into intimate acts to be cast. And this is just acceptable to everyone? Okay. Stop giving a monthly donation to an exploitation ring. Natalie Nunn has secured herself a one-way ticket to hell for what she's doing to these girls. She should be hanging her head in shame. Stop supporting that awful, horrible show and that awful, horrible woman." Neither Natalie nor Lemuel addressed any of it, but that didn't slow things down. A woman named Christina Rome, who was supposed to appear on Baddies, also came forward claiming Lemmy got her pregnant and pressured her into explicit situations in exchange for more money. She said, "I wasn't the first girl, I wasn't the only. As more stories begin to surface, I realize I was not the last girl. We have the power. The fans, the supporters, the TV personalities, the audience. Speak the truth. God will handle all unjust actions accordingly." And then Ray J jumped into the conversation with his own set of allegations, claiming Lemmy doesn't just sleep with the girls, but also allegedly gets physical with them when they step out of line. He even went as far as comparing Lemuel to Epstein.
You're Jeffrey Epstein in the black form, and guess who the girl is? Natalie Nunn, the one that's running with you. And guess why y'all can't sue? And guess why y'all can't say defamation of character? Because it's true. I got the video. You can call your lawyers and all that. My lawyers is just making sure y'all know that when you put your hands on a woman, all them NDAs and shit, that don't matter. NDAs only matter when you're not doing criminal things, bro. So if y'all signed NDAs, that's null and void. This nigga's a woman beater. This is a woman manipulator. Makes girls to get on the show. Then when they him over, he shot a shadow ban him and they shit off. Making them do like weird shit and shooting at weird hours and making them fight all the time or talking to them aggressive and walking in like you. That's you. That's your hand. You about to slap her. Hey, show the color of it.
Now here's where Diddy gets pulled into all of this. When the allegations first broke, most people assumed it was just Lemmy and Natalie's operation. But word started spreading that Diddy may have been involved and even funding parts of it. That theory picked up steam when people surfaced receipts suggesting Lemmy and Natalie had allegedly tried to connect Chrisean with Diddy. According to Carlissa, Young Miami was supposedly the go-between in that arrangement.
They was trying to recruit Chrisean. That's what Diddy and what the girl Carisha was trying to recruit Rock. Remember that when they was heavily trying to get Rock to hang out with them? I think they was trying to recruit her. She got a lot going on. We're gonna talk about it on this podcast, and we're gonna get to the nitty gritty of all the gritty of the nitty, because it's necessary. I think them was trying to recruit her. Because remember they just had her pulling up to everything. Thought she about, do you love her? Mm-hmm. Yeah, remember? See what I'm saying? We gonna this podcast gonna be, because y'all know the mama know everything and everybody's business. So we gonna find out on this podcast. We ain't gonna talk no shit about nobody. We ain't gonna mock nobody, but we definitely gonna explore the possibilities that was going on. Because they kept calling her, remember, pull up to the birthday party. Come over here and dance on Carisha. Remember that? I feel like they was trying to recruit that baby to be in on this. That makes, see what I'm saying? That's why I gotta have a podcast, because I gotta get the shit on the table. Can't nobody get it on the table but my nosy. Okay, Tasha K and she over there making up. I know we gonna get to the bottom of shit on this podcast. Tell me if I'm lying. Go on over there and tell me if I'm lying. I'm telling you, they was trying to recruit that baby. They said, let's get her away from him. Mm-hmm. That's what they was doing. We gonna put a couple pounds of that shit on her and have her fly. They ain't gonna never suspect her.
Damn, that would make so much sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he grabbed him and he said, what did he say? He said, do you love her or she needs love? All she needs is love.
All she needs is love.
Ooh.
Now, how about that?
People found a video of Chrisean at one of Diddy's parties where he kept leaning in to kiss her. And if that wasn't strange enough, there's also a video of Chrisean herself describing a time Diddy confronted Lemuel directly in front of her inside one of his private rooms. She said Diddy invited both her and Lemuel into a room situated behind his main house, and the moment they walked in, Diddy grabbed Lemuel up by his collar. Apparently, he was furious because Lemuel had been underpaying Chrisean for her time on Baddies. Now, that part genuinely confused me at first. What business is it of Diddy's that Lemuel pays her? But given the allegations that Diddy was allegedly trying to bring Chrisean into his operation, people believe the whole confrontation was really just Diddy performing a power move to make Chrisean feel like he was in her corner and had her best interests at heart. Chrisean also mentioned that after that day, things got tense between her and Lemuel, but he did start paying her significantly better.
That little party I went to, Diddy party, we went to the little private area behind the, cause he had a house behind his house. Like he had a backyard with his backyard with a fat bed, and then it had like a miniature little whatever. And then me and Lemmy go upstairs. They tell him that he can't bring his security. He went in like a little with no security, so it's just me and Lemmy. We go up in there. Hold on. We go up in there. We go upstairs. He like, what's up, Diddy? You know, you met Chrisean. You gave her kisses on the cheek. Early on in the party or whatever. We just wanted to follow up. I'm glad that you Chrisean. And then he grabbed Lemmy by his neck and was like, but do you fuck with her? Like, don't play with her. All she need is love. Don't play with her. Don't play with her. And I didn't understand that till my checks start coming back short from the subscriptions of Crazy in Love, bro. So I set a price. I said 200,000. You said 100. I said 150. I'm not going underneath that. Because what? I'm about to bring a lot to the table.
Katt was clearly up to something with the allegations he made if these are the things Zeus is getting up to. And sadly, Chrisean would put Junior's life in danger like this just for a quick bag.
Now she has a special ed son. No baby daddy to support her either, and Zeus ain't even paying her like they used to. Anyway, people had their thoughts about all this. Like this person who said, "It's so crazy to me that this 2.5-year-old boy has the literal mannerisms of a 6-month-old. Balled up hands, awkward clapping, can't walk, talk, wobbly when standing, and still can't stand unassisted." Another person said, "No type of medical intervention for this child, and it just sickens me to see all these fans and enablers. If you follow this and still choose to say this is you're actually a part of the problem. This adorable child needs help, or he will not thrive and can possibly leave this earth. Hashtag Save Chrisean Jr. But now I want your thoughts. What do you think about Katt Williams exposing Chrisean for receiving money to mess up her son? And do you really think she signed that contract to push the agenda against Black women? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to click here to watch other very messy videos.